Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to the news cycle on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, I'm Queen Agaba. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276, and you can also download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. President Bola Tinubu has turned down a 942 billion naira proposal by the National Population Commission, the conduct of the National Housing and Population Census. Impeccable sources privy to the discussions between President Tinubu and the Commission's top officials at the State House revealed that the President insisted on cost-cutting measures. According to the insiders, the President suggested the deployment of members of the National Youth Service Corps for the exercise. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has honored women globally for their resilience, hard work and achievement in celebration of the 2025 National Women's Day. The theme for the 2025 International Women's Day is for all women and girls, rights, equality, empowerment. In her message to commemorate the occasion, Tinubu encouraged women to cherish and support one another. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has described the establishment of the Southeast Development Commission by President Bola Tinubu as a crucial step towards addressing the challenges of the region which previous administrations overlooked. The governor stated this while receiving the chairman and board members of the commission, led by its chairman Emeka Nwogu and managing director and CEO Mark Okoye at the government house in Owerri. Our correspondent Amarachi Ibe completes the report. Well, we'll bring you that report subsequently. The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs has officially flagged off the 2025 International Women's Day celebrations with a strong call for bold and decisive action to advance gender equality in Nigeria. The Honorable Minister, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, made this known during a media briefing in Abuja. Global Television brings you details. With this year's theme, Accelerate Action, the minister emphasized the need to break barriers, close gender gaps, and empower women and girls to take their rightful place in society. Acknowledging Nigeria's progress in enacting gender-responsive laws, she noted that full implementation remains a challenge.
In the last assembly, the 9th assembly, we had 9 senators out of 109. In the 10th assembly, we have 4. There's a decline. So I think it's a wake-up call. Sometimes you have to come down to go up.
The minister highlighted key areas requiring urgent attention, including economic empowerment, gender-based violence, and women's political representation, further revealing that under the Nigeria for Women project scale-up, the ministry aims to support at least 4.5 million women nationwide. She also decried the rising cases of gender-based violence, referencing recent tragic incidents across the country.
As part of an agenda for this administration, you'll see that the president appointed an essay on women's health, because we know that women have health issues. Our ultimate goal around the health, health and the health sector for women is to have 6 reference or 6 specialist hospitals for women and children.
Meanwhile, she commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for increasing the ministry's budget for the first time, describing it as a landmark step towards institutionalizing women's empowerment. She's also set to lead Nigeria's delegation to the UN Commission on the Status of Women, where she will showcase the country's progress and forge stronger global partnerships for gender justice. The ministry says it remains dedicated to fostering a more inclusive and equitable society for Nigerian women and girls. For Global Television, Queen Agaba reporting. The Office of the Accountant General of the Federation has confirmed that some federal workers experienced salary overpayment in December 2024 due to a system error. The overpayments are currently being recovered through deductions from affected workers' salaries. In a statement released and signed by the Director of Press and Public Relations, Bawa Mokwa, the OAGF clarified that there were no shortfalls in salaries paid to federal workers in January and February 2025. Following the commencement of the Ramadan fast, price of dates and other ingredients essential in preparing Ramadan meals have continued to fluctuate in Kano State. Global Television's correspondent Idris Jibrin visited the city's largest dates market in Kofa Wambai and now reports.
Salah season is here again. Abba Kiri and many other traders in Kantunkwari textile markets have been waiting for this moment. This year business is brisk and more good news awaits. We are happy this year the price has come down and more people are coming here from different parts of the country to buy textile materials. For nearly 3 decades, Razina Sani has been coming here to buy Salah textile materials for her children. She says this year the price is affordable. I have been coming to Kwari since when I was 7 years old. I can tell you that this year is different. Textile materials are not expensive like before. Over the last couple of years, however, chemically imported fabrics from China and other countries of the world seems to have replaced local textile industries in Kano. Traders say the price would have been more cheaper. Assuming our local textile industries are operating, no one will dare complain of price increase. But now we have to import from China. Despite these disturbing challenges, people across Nigeria and beyond have continued to troop for their Salah textile materials, largely due to reduction in Nigeria's inflation rate. From Kano, Idris Jibrin reporting for Global Television News.
The ancient Kurmi market in Kano is well known as the place to find merchants of charbi, a tool used by the Muslims to count supplications, especially during Ramadan. Global Television's correspondent Idris Jibrin examines this trade as the demand for charbi increases amongst Muslims in Kano State. His report.
Inside this 15th century Kurmi market in Kano, brand of this simple but essential tool for counting supplication are coupled and sold. For traders here, the improvement in the trade has recently led to significant reduction in price of charbi. You see, over the years we have been doing the trade of charbi in this market, and there are so many people who are benefiting from this trade. Our children, you can see we have different varieties of charbi in this market, and so many people are benefiting from this trade. They are making a living out of it. As central to spiritual life of Muslims, charbi comes in different forms, from the traditional hand counters to the high-tech digital devices or finger counter.
It's from many countries, from Egypt, Oman, Qatar, Iran, China, Saudi, India, Pakistan. Almost 10 countries, they are producing charbi.
Traders say the growing number of young entrepreneurs has led to a significant price reduction this year.
A lot of people, they are using charbi, they are working on it, and they are selling. Even if you go to the road, you see any junction, any danger, you can see some people with charbi. They are selling by pieces. It's our people. They need helpers. They want the government to help them, because before, if you have 5,000 naira, you can sell charbi. But this time around, because of something, so many things is increased. So even 50,000 cannot enough for you.
As old as Kano City itself, Kurmi Market has continued to remain a place where culture and tradition binds together among Muslim faithfuls in northern Nigeria. From Kano, Idris Jibrin reporting for Global Television News.
The National Broadcast Commission says no fewer than 262 broadcast violations relating to politics and personality attacks were recorded in Kano State between January and February 2025. The Kano State coordinator of the commission, Malam Adamu Salihu, stated this during a meeting with media house heads convened by Kano State Commissioner for Information, Ibrahim Waya. According to the statement issued by the Director of Internal Affairs, Salihu described the upward trend in broadcast violations, stressing the need for urgent action to promote responsible broadcast practices in the state. Personnel of the Nigerian Navy attached to Forward Operating Base Escravos raided the Otegele community at Obodo, Omadinho, Warri Southwest local government area of Delta State, leading to the discovery and deactivation of 2 illegal refining sites. The commanding officer of FOB Escravos, Navy Captain Ikenna Okoloagu, who led the operation, told journalists that the sites were laden with about 5,500 liters of stolen crude oil and 2,000 liters of illegally refined AG sacks. He reaffirmed the service's commitment to sustain the fight against crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism, and other acts of economic sabotage. The Jigawa State Governor Umar Namadi has reaffirmed his administration's plans to partner with the Northwest Development Commission to address poverty and sustain the region's development. The governor made the pledge when he received the leadership of the NWDC, led by its chairman Lawal Abdullahi, on a courtesy call at the Government House, Duse, the Jigawa state capital. According to Namadi, the partnership between the state government and the NWDC is crucial in addressing the developmental challenges facing the region. You're watching the live broadcast of the news cycle. When the news cycle returns, 6 die and hundreds evacuated in Argentina floods. We'll bring you details from the foreign scene as well as stories from business and sports segment after the break. Please stay with us.
Do you know that Global Television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world?
Download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to watch Global Television real-time from around the world. What are you waiting for?
Start downloading and stay connected to Global Television. Thanks for staying with us. If you've just joined us, this is News Cycle on Global Television. China says it would slap tariffs on Canadian products, including rapeseed oil and pork, after a Beijing probe into levies imposed by Ottawa on Chinese goods last year. Beijing's Commerce Ministry says it would hit imported rapeseed oil, oil cakes, and peas from Canada with a 100% tariff. Aquatic products and pork will face a 25% levy, and the measures will come into effect on March 20th. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Ogun-Osun River Basin Development Authority, Dr. Adedeji Ashiru, has reiterated the federal government's commitment to enhancing food security and boosting agricultural business in the country. He revealed that the agency had procured 25 tractors to support mechanized agriculture and plans to construct 83 additional infrastructures, develop small-scale irrigation schemes, and implement water-smart irrigation systems in 2025. He reiterated President Bola Tinubu's commitment to tackling hunger and ensuring food sufficiency in the country. On the foreign scene, the Ukraine's country's emergency service says Russian strikes overnight has killed at least 12 people in eastern Ukraine as of Saturday morning, days ahead of talks in Saudi Arabia between U.S. and Ukrainian negotiators aimed at a truce. A Russian assault hit the center of Dobropilya in Ukraine's Donetsk region separately. The Kharkiv region military head Oleg Synigbov says one person was killed in a drone attack and 7 others wounded early Saturday in the city of Bogodukhiv. 6 people have died and hundreds were evacuated in the Argentine port city of Bahia Blanca as torrential rains flooded homes and hospitals, destroying roads and forcing authorities to cut power. 8 hours of non-stop rain left the city of 350,000 people largely underwater and forced authorities to evacuate the Jose Pena Hospital. Images showed medical personnel evacuating babies from the hospital's neonatal unit, and the army was deployed to assist in the rescue effort. In sports, Mansur Lawal, the elder brother of Abubakar Lawal, the Nigerian player who tragically died in Uganda last month, has pleaded with the Nigerian government and Ugandan authorities to investigate the player's death for the sake of justice. Lawal's death was announced by his football club and the Ugandan police, with initial reports suggesting he died in a motorcycle accident before the police say in a statement that he allegedly fell from a balcony of a shopping mall in Kampala, the Ugandan capital, while visiting a Tanzanian friend. The 29-year-old was buried in his home state in Sokoto. He was also honored by his club Vipers SC and their fans on Sunday. Unbeaten Nigerian boxer Idris Gbadamosi has been selected to feature in the first ever Boxing World Cup scheduled to take place in Saudi Arabia in April. The knockout specialist, who holds a perfect professional record of 7-0-0 with 6 knockouts, will represent Nigeria at the WBC Riyadh Season Boxing Grand Prix, a tournament designed to discover and showcase the next generation of boxing superstars. The competition will feature 128 athletes from 41 participating countries, with 32 boxers competing in each of the 4 weight divisions: featherweight, super lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. That's it on News Cycle. A quick reminder that Global TV's on DSTV channel 365, on StarTimes channel 276, and free to air on Nightcomsat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. You can download the Global TV Nigeria app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I'm Queen Agapa. Thank you for watching and see you again.